Holy pump. 117 bags for one of them. Even though I think that's ridiculously overpriced. The way they print money, I, it's always gonna go up. It's not the fact that Bitcoin is expensive. It's the fact that they just keep printing billions and trillions and gazillions of dollars. But here we are in a beautiful bull market. If we look at the liquidations, it does look like it wants to go up and then it wants to push down because people are actually shorting this. And the more people short this, the higher this is going to go, which is crazy. And there is a lot of liquidations to the downside, especially 106k. We could definitely see at least a small short-term pullback, especially because it sort of wants to slow down. Yeah, look, it looks like it's topping out and it's slowing down a little bit, so potentially room for downwards growth is possible. But that doesn't mean alt season won't happen even whilst Bitcoin can go down. That's why it's actually dangerous to be out of the market right now. Because even if Bitcoin goes down but dominance goes down at the same time, or even if it goes sideways, this could actually propel upwards up to the 80, the 75 region into the altcoin season index, which we all want, which will make alts go crazy because on a small pump, like the one we've seen from 20-ish, 18-ish to 29, about 11 points, look at what alts are doing. And with major exchange listings, particularly for something like Omikami, it could actually go crazy. It's actually performing like the majority of memes, but it hasn't had the exchange listings. That's why I think it's got the best risk to reward. I haven't talked about it in a while. It's just been chilling, it's been going down, but I feel like now is the time. Right, if we have a little look at what is going on here, always remember to take profits, of course. Telegram wants to be a pain, so we'll actually have a little look at our portfolio because we haven't had a little look at it in a while. I have actually moved around some positions, and Novo Nordisk is down due to them Canada problems. So basically, I think it was delisted from Canada. I've been doing some research, and I still think it is a good buy, although it did reject from the long-term uptrend. Kind of looks bearish, but I'll bid more because it's such a good business, especially for diabetes treatment and things like that. And it does look like a moderate buy to the majority of analysts, even though I don't believe them. You do need tight stop losses as always. Everything is pumping, by the way. Some things which are up 30%, for example 38% on the week, which is Athena. I have to actually look into that a little bit more, see what's outperforming here in the top 100, research them, see why, and then potentially look downwards. Even though I don't think they'll give you the best of returns, I still need to keep an eye on things like that. Let's have a little look at Pump Fun, because Pump Fun actually going to be launching a token very, very soon. That's going to rinse the market and suck all the liquidity out of the market, and this is the tokenomics for it. The tokenomics are actually hideous, and I wouldn't actually want to go near this token apart from just making a trade. My Casper trade is actually in profits as well, and Casper's doing very well. I think the narrative on Casper, there's a lot of room for upside, even though it hasn't pumped as much as Bitcoin, because the best coin right now is definitely Bitcoin. It does want to break out. Mind my nasty chart. This is just the two trend lines that I've drawn and the rising wedge. Usually these do go to about 14 cents, depending on what's going to happen in upcoming FOMC meetings as well. And if we go over to bear markets make you humble, bull markets test if you learned anything, which is basically to take profits. Bitcoin hit 117k. I had to update my location, the moon. That's crazy, dog. This guy actually planned to swap BTC to CAS, and he's holding a lot of BTC. I think he's updated his ratio to 10% Casper. I think that's a good amount. You don't really want to go over that. The easiest way to make meme coins and money in them is find multi-day old coins and then trade them rather than trying to catch a 100x right at launch, which you can do on AXIOM. But it's just degeneracy, and you're going to lose to the big dogs on there. CAS and Tau will both easily reach at least 40 billion. That's a 20x for CAS and a 13 for Tau. So I'd rather go with CAS, and I think it's got better fundamentals, even though Tau may pump due to the AI play. And all of this money, even 5k is a lot of money. Don't let anybody take that from you, even if it is online. People stunting the rented cars. Forget about it. We need to actually look at this and look at which the best one is. I kind of like Beats. Let me search Beats right now. See what it's looking like. Even though I just like the look of it. Obviously, I'll have to look at their marketing strategies and things of that nature, their Twitter page. That looks like a nice chart, you know. Fully diluted valuation is nasty though. it looks like it's been ragged from the all-time highs down minus 87%. If we look at his Twitter handle, I haven't actually seen this on base. That's the only reason why I do want to look at this really quickly. Beats the koala. I haven't actually seen a koala. Yo.
I guess so. You've been waiting for this stuff for a long
It
time.
might even be an AI agent as well. That's mad. But there's so many. I need to figure out which one is going to be the best one. I think the one that's going to pump first is going to be potentially Brett if it gets an exchange listing. Dogging me and Toshi have got Coinbase, and Degen has actually. Imagine if Miggles gets Coinbase. That'll pump like crazy. Look at the emoji on that as well. If you look at Miggles, I know Miggles is holding up very strong actually. It's pumped 14% without any major exchange listings as well. This chart could go crazy. Especially because they're already listing base coins and tokens. See how that goes. Nobody's becoming one of the blue chips. I don't think you can become a blue chip because even blue chips are dumped like crazy, but I know what he's saying.
And I want to stop scrolling and listen to this because Q3 is going to be extremely bullish. Historically, Q3 is actually one of Bitcoin's softest quarters. But in post-halving years, meaning if we had a halving the year before, then Q3 the year later, historically, is always extremely bullish. This happened in 2013, 2017, and in 2021. Clearly, there's a trend here. And the last Bitcoin halving was in 2024, meaning Q3 of 2025 is going to be extremely strong for Bitcoin. And we know that this trend is still relevant because in June alone, Bitcoin printed its highest monthly close ever. It closed above $105,000, all while staying extremely strong and bullish throughout the threat of World War III. And of course, inflows into the Bitcoin spot ETF have been extremely strong. I get it. You probably think, who cares? It's Bitcoin. I'm too late. It's already above $100,000. But you're not late just yet. Because once Bitcoin hits $1 million per coin, you're going to think, wow, getting in at 100K, I was so early.
What has she done to her eyebrows, dog? That is mental. Right, let's have a little look. He's still swapping into cash. ETH is pumping. Average retail business net profit margin 2 to 5%. Average credit card fee 2.25%. Accept Casper and double your earnings. Casper accepted here, bar in Barcelona. No way. That is mad. That is crazy, dog. They actually accept Casper. Yo, that's mad. Google stock falls on reports that OpenAI is planning to launch its own browser. And I had flipping bids on Google for 170, but it only came down to 173. You know how annoying that is? Do you know how annoying that is? I should have bidded more when it was at 172 when I started initially buying Nvidia stock. I had to sell that. Way too much hype around that. Pump phone is going to launch. I'm going to stay as far away as possible because I've heard it's going to launch at 1 billion. If it launches at that, stay away from me, dog. Stay as far away from me as possible. On July the 12th, what are we on? Like the 10th?
Whoa.
Welcome to the launch pad for your dreams. Oh,
It's out tomorrow. It's the 12th tomorrow.
what? This is for you. Yep, memes are actually a pretty good measure of what people are interested in at any given moment. An idea people can collect and buy into.
I need to move. I don't care if it's not going. I need to going now.
Here, it's a free exchange of ideas. People stream to build hype. A battleground of bulls, bears.
Anyone can use Pump to build whatever they want. It's more than memes. Ideas that haven't even been dreamed yet. Projects that can change your life. Maybe even the world.
That was the most degenerate video I've ever seen in my life. What are the comments on here? Yeah, it's all bots, man. Look at that Solana commenting as well. Retail interest is still nowhere to be seen. I know it's pump fun, but still, they're nowhere. We are at the pivot point. Dream big. Casper solves all these, by the way. Everything that Bitcoin wants to solve, Casper solves. Jeff Bezos sells 665 million worth of Amazon. I actually wanted to buy Amazon as well, but I'm not buying now if that Baldy is cheating. No way. Still looks like the bull phase wants to go on, even though I think Amazon will go higher. I just feel like an idiot if he's sold. Maybe I could go in with a stop loss. Breaking the odds of the US entering a recession has fallen to the lowest level. So, that means nobody thinks and has any fear in the market. Imagine a Black Swan event now. Imagine the taste. Pump Fund will launch a chain, ape the token sale and buy dips, sell into the chain launch announcement. Then Bonk will be faced with a choice, do their own chain or stay on Solana and keep it afloat. If Solana loses both token and launch pads, it's over. Why would you own Sol? I think Solana's dirt. And even then, it's not outperforming Ethereum. It's not even outperforming XRP at this point in time. What is the point in going near this token? Its use case is going to die, hopefully, very soon. I don't know how XRP did that pump as well. That's crazy, dog.